getting a date was big challenge. But how I passed through that hurdle was log into the site for scholarship, because the site for scholarship is different from where you submitted the application.
It's internal,
What I
guys.
passed through during visa application, the stress I passed through during visa application was more than the stress I passed. According to this person, he spoke this. According to you, what did you see? Yes. Why do you want to study master? Why do you want to study this course?
Okay.
So I told them. Currently.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I trust that you all are doing great today. My name is Esther as usual, and today we have a guest in the house. His name is Stanley. Very soon he'll be telling us more about himself, but the purpose of today's conversation is for him to share his story with us. He's currently an international student in the United States, so he's going to share his story, his journey, especially with meeting requirements that a lot of people get scared about, all the hurdles he had to cross, some of the challenges he faced, and how he was able to surmount them, and right now what his experience has been in the United States. We'll get to hear all about that from him in a minute. So if this is your first time on this channel, here we share all the information that will be helpful to you in moving to the United States, especially as an international student. And beyond that, we also share information that will be helpful to you in migrating to the other parts of the world that you might be interested in. Currently, we have two different playlists on this channel for those content. One addresses how you can move to the United States, and that is study and live in the United States, while the other one addresses how you can move to other parts of the world. I'll leave the links to these playlists in the description box, so ensure that you check out other content that you might have missed. If you are not a newbie on this channel, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you for joining us. I believe that you enjoyed this video as well. So basically, let's just get into it. Let's not waste time. For the newbies, please, and the ones that are yet to subscribe, don't forget to subscribe. Ensure that you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, so you'll always be informed whenever we share new content. Now, Stanley, let us get to meet you. Please tell us who you are, what you do, and whatever you want to let us know about you. Thank you so much for joining us today, by the way.
Okay, thank you, Esther, for inviting me. My name is Stanley Peter Anopocha. I'm a Nigerian, uh, and I'm from the eastern part of Nigeria. So currently, I am in the United States of America. I'm studying a master's in public administration at Northern Illinois University. I started this year, so I'm near here in the US for this program.
Your program is for 2 years, I presume.
Yeah, it's 2 years. Is we started this year, so
Did you start
hopefully
in January or in August?
we started in January this year. So
Okay.
probably by God's grace, we are leaving the program by 2024.
January. Yeah.
Yeah, May 2024.
Okay. So tell us about your journey. So was this the only? Did you mention the name of your school?
Yeah, Northern Illinois University.
Northern Illinois University. So was this the only school that you applied to? And if not, tell us a bit about your journey, how you got to be on this journey that eventually got you into the US.
Well, it can never be the only university I applied. I applied to many universities. I think even before I submitted in the United States, I've been applying to other countries.
Oh, what other countries
UK.
did you try?
I tried UK. I tried the UK. I tried a lot of universities in the UK. In fact, I have over 20 applications in the UK.
Wow. So why didn't you go there?
Because most of the scholarships they gave me there, some were 75%, some were 50%. So, but I was actually looking for 100% scholarship.
Which is what you got with Northern
Yes,
Illinois.
yes, exactly. That's what I got in Northern Illinois. So I decided to now come here and uh, start it. So where we are. So in the United States, I applied to not just Northern Illinois. I applied to, I think, Seattle University. I applied to University of Alabama. I applied to Stephen Institutes of there's another university there. At least like 4 or 5 universities in the US. And then I got admitted in 3, but I got admitted in 3. Then But this one was the only university that gave me full funding.
Wow, nice.
because the other ones, like for instance, Seattle University gave me uh, tuition waiver, but they didn't give me grant assistantship, because tuition waiver is different from grant assistantship. Grant assistantship is the monthly payment they are giving you for your living expenses. So
You know, the
that,
graduate assistantship comes with stipend. For some graduate assistantship, actually, that's when you get the tuition waiver.
yeah,
Some
yeah, yeah.
schools.
So, but unfortunately, Seattle University gave me tuition waiver, but they didn't give me the grant assistantship. So I wrote a mail to them and requested for GA position. They said they don't have funding for GA. They can, but what they have is just the funding for the course, the tuition
So
waiver.
was it full tuition waiver they gave to you?
And then it wasn't even full tuition waiver. It was one semester tuition waiver. So they didn't give me for the whole
Duration.
duration. So, but these other people gave me full tuition and grant assistantship. So
Okay.
I said, since then the other university
Write
allowed that.
GRE. Did you
Then
have to write GRE? What were some of the requirements that they needed from you?
oh, GRE. Well, the university accepts GRE, but then my course doesn't require GRE.
Okay.
Public administration. So it doesn't require GRE, both in Illinois, in Northern Illinois University, and also in
Yeah.
Seattle University. They never
Okay.
required it. And also another good thing is that they don't require Toefl or IELTS.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because in Nigeria is part of the countries that are seen as
Yeah.
that are English that
Speaking.
thought that they are undergraduate in English language.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. That's
so
good. That's good. So, like for Northern Illinois, you basically just applied, then you got your admission, and it came with tuition waiver, graduate assistantship, right?
no, yes, I applied for admission differently, and then applied for graduate assistantship, and also applied for tuition waiver differently.
Tell us about that.
All these applications came one after the other. The first application I did was the admission, which I submitted around December 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, so around March 2022, I got a decision on my admission that I have been admitted. Then the department now wrote to me that recommending me that I should apply for tuition waiver and then graduate assistantship.
Wow, that's
Now,
bold.
now the tuition waiver is a competition you do with other students from other departments. You submit an application to the university. You write an essay. So I wrote essay of close to 3,000 words.
Nice.
So yeah, so about you write personal statement, your financial need, your community development services, um, your work experience, and all that. So these are the things they require in that essay. So I was able to write
So was it just one essay you wrote all of those things in, or different essays?
no, just one essay for the tuition waiver.
Okay.
So, but under that essay, there is under that page you will have questions. The first question is personal statement. So that one is 500 words, maximum of 500 words. Then the
Mm-hmm.
second essay is write about your financial needs, the challenges you're passing through that will make you not to be able to pay your tuition waiver. I mean your tuition fee. So then after then you now write about your community development services,
Nice.
probably, and then your skills, your professional experiences. So you have like 10 entries to make. So in those entries, you write, and then also your leadership experiences, your professional experience, all those things. So down you write about your work experience,
What
and
if
all.
you don't have work experience? For a fresh graduate, what do they do?
Well, as a fresh graduate, you can still use your NYSC as your work experience,
Okay.
because in your NYSC, doing your NYSC, you
That's for people from Nigeria. Some people might
yeah,
not be from Nigeria.
yeah. Well, it's not, those ones are not compulsory, but they are only kind of, they give you a competitive edge over.
Yeah.
So, but it is not compulsory. It's not compulsory that if you don't have work experience, you shouldn't apply. You can apply.
Apply. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So
So
now, do you know if this type of application is on again, so that people can take advantage for next year?
exactly, it's on now. Currently, they have opened their site for admissions.
Admission.
So because you must have admission first before you be qualified to apply
Okay.
for scholarship. Because
Okay.
when you get admission, they will give you a student ID
Mm-hmm.
which you will use to log into the site for scholarship. Because the site for scholarship is different from where you submitted the application
It's
for.
internal. The scholarship site is internal, right?
Yeah, it's internal. So, and you must have that ID before you be able to have access to that place.
I
So that
see.
is why you must apply for admission first before. Then they open the scholarship portal is on two stages. They have the first stage which is starting on 15th of November this year. They will start the first round of uh,
Okay.
of application, which I think is probably gonna end around January 30th or so. Then the second round usually starts around February, which will probably end around March ending. So if you want to apply for those scholarships, it is good you start now to apply for admission
Okay.
so that probably before November you should have gotten admission, and then you submit for scholarship. From
Okay.
there you move on, and then wait for the results that may come out around April, May.
That's very cool. So right now you don't have to pay tuition, you don't have to pay anything, all your fees are covered.
Yeah,
So
well, yes, it covered the tuition fee, but there are some other fees like insurance,
okay,
department fee, which it doesn't cover. But from your
stipend.
stipend, you can pay all those ones, and you have enough time. They'll give you like you can pay in installments. You mustn't pay them all.
Oh, okay, that's good. So let's talk about, you've told us your application process. Can you quickly go through some of the requirements total that you submitted to get your admission? What were the requirements?
Okay, the requirements: you will submit your international passports, your BSc certificate, your transcript, unofficial transcript. Unofficial is maybe student copy or you know. Then three recommendation letters from your past, your professors, probably those are taught in the university. Then CV, your CV, academic CV. There is academic. It must be an academic CV.
Mhm.
So then another one is you have to write a statement of purpose, SOP. So
So it's majorly like the requirements every other school in the US requires.
yes, yes, but then they always give room for these ones are compulsory requirements. These ones I mentioned are compulsory requirements. But then there are optional ones, which is professional certificates, um, community development certificates, then also maybe appointments, your work experience,
Oh, nice.
or maybe your appointment letter or something. So all those ones are optional. It's not a requirement.
Okay.
But
Okay.
the required documents are the ones I just mentioned.
Okay. 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 All right. Thank you. So, let's talk about your visa application. How did you navigate through that? What were some of the things that helped you? Because everybody understands that visa, sometimes even getting admission is quite easy. The problem with admission sometimes is that it might not comes with funding. So
Yeah,
admission, for some it's a big order, for some it's it's just a small part of the whole piece. But whatever it is to anybody, we know that the end game is getting the visa. If you don't get the visa, no matter the tuition waiver, scholarship, whatever you've
yeah,
gotten,
yeah, yeah.
nothing is going to happen. So for you, what were some of the things that helped you to navigate through your visa applications?
Chai, that area is a very
The way you said try, there's more to that. The way you said try,
there's
really do
there
that.
is
Oh,
more to that. I'm telling you, it's a very big challenge. The challenge that what I passed through during visa application, the stress I passed through during visa application was more than the stress I passed through during
how
applications.
many times did you do your visa?
just once. But getting a date was a very big
Oh,
challenge.
I see where you're coming from. The date thing.
Yes, getting a date for your interview. Nigeria, I don't know whether it's like that in other countries, but then Nigeria as a country, to get a date was a very big challenge for me then. That uh, I had to apply for emergency appointment.
Mm.
So, for instance, if you have all your documents, your your admission letter, your certificate, your admission letter, your I-20, your I think okay, let me start from the requirements for visa. The requirements for visa are: one, your I-20; two, DS-160. You have to fill a DS-160 form.
Application. Yeah, we've talked about
Yes.
that on this channel.
Yeah, you have to now. Uh, so these are the two major things. Then you have to go and pay hundred and
Yes,
sixty
everything.
dollars. Yeah. Then also you have to pay service fee of $350, and then you cannot pay that service fee from Nigeria. It
So how
must
did
be
you pay yours?
somebody here paid it for me. I sent the person the naira equivalent in his account, and then he paid in
You
dollars.
know the person before that time, or you connected with the person because of that?
Well, I didn't know him, although I know I have a friend who is here. So my friend knows the person. So because of that, I had confidence to send that money.
Okay.
So it was my friend who linked me up to the person. So
Mm.
the person paid the $350 for me, and then I had to the receipt was sent to my email, and I loaded it. So
Okay.
these are the basic requirements. Then you will now go and fill your DS-160, then go to
Yeah.
the CGI portal and look for dates. So that was where, when I got to that stage of looking for dates, it was a very big challenge. Getting a date was big challenge, but how I passed through that hurdle was that I joined some, WhatsApp group. We have There was a WhatsApp group I joined then, and then also I joined the Netherlands group
Yeah.
where people are sharing information and sharing updates of visa application dates. So
Nice.
at that place, but that group was a very big. In fact, they helped me so much to get the date. So and then I now have to apply for emergency appointment. Within 3 days, they responded, and then I saw a date. I attended my visa interview on 13th of July, and that day,
July this year?
yeah.
Okay.
So on 14th, I got a mail that my visa is out. So just within 24 hours.
So
So
what were the questions you were asked? Did they ask you a lot of questions?
well, they didn't just two questions. Yeah, just may we know you. I explained myself. Then the first question they asked me is, uh, why do you want to study
In the United States, as
in the
usual.
US? Yes, why do you want to study master? Why do you want to study this course?
Okay.
So I told them I am currently an academic staff because I'm working in Nigeria as a graduate assistant in one of the universities in Nigeria, Microbiology University. So I'm there as a lecturer. So I told them that I am already in academics and I need this master's for me to grow from this level to the
So
next
another
level.
one.
That's
Did you
currently I'm a
your
graduate.
organization, right?
Yes, currently I'm a graduate assistant. So getting a master's will make me to move to the position of assistant lecturer. So
Hmm.
it will help me in my career development, and also I want to become a professor. So getting a master's is a prerequisite. So,
Nice.
so that was my first answer to them. Then the second thing they asked me was that okay, that they can see that I have full funding, but that I have a little deficit, because the deficit I had a little deficit. The little deficit I had was, you know, that other expenditure which I'm supposed to make. That is the
Parents and medicals.
yes. So they said, how would I cover that one? That was the question they asked. So I said, well, I'll be getting monthly stipend here in the US. And then secondly, that my salary will be running because when I travel, I will be on on study leave. So my salary will still be coming. So I will still be taking my salary from Nigeria to cover up the ones that I couldn't, that my
So
stipend
you
yet.
basically found a way to tell them that you were on study leave, meaning that you were coming back to your former organization.
Yes, yes, exactly. Because one thing that will make them to give you visa is your home ties.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I was just trying to drive at. Like, okay, from your conversation, you were able to give that impression, and you found a way to really connect by showing, like, you really showed home ties. Now, you said that you were on study leave, number one, and number two,
Mhm.
your salary will still be coming in. So, meaning that if you're still collecting money from someone, it means that you're still working for the organization,
Working
and
for
the
the organization,
organization
yes.
expects you back after your study. That was very good. So, basically, those two questions were the questions we were asked.
Just that. After then, she said, "You have visa been approved there, this and that." So she gave me the white paper.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's that's good. That's good. Congratulations. So so far, how has it been for you being in the United States and your course of study? Would you compare it with every other experience you've had in Nigeria before?
Ah, it cannot. It cannot. It's quite challenging here. Yes, studying here. I want to advise people. Everybody want to japa. Everybody want to japa. That is the general language of Nigeria. Japa thing. You want to travel. Yes, to travel to come here is one thing. Then to pass through the hurdles of the academic challenges is another.
Mm-hmm. Lots of
So
assignments.
yes,
Assignments after every
a
class.
lot
That
of
was one of the things that I really hated there. Like,
a
God.
lot, a lot of assignments. Even as I'm speaking, as we are speaking right now, I have one that I'm supposed to submit by 11:59 tonight.
Don't worry, I
I was
understand.
on I was on the assignment till like 2 a.m. last night. I had to
Sorry.
end up, and then this morning I continued, and then I went to church, came back. Once I dropped this interview, I'm going back to it again.
That's it. I know. And the
So
funny thing is, every course has an assignment. So it's
of
almost like,
course,
when do we rest?
they don't
Because
care. They don't care that you're doing another course. They will be bombarding you with it every week, every,
Mhm.
at
At the end
each
of the
course.
class, I
So,
thought
but
that was something with my own school until I heard from other people and I realized that. So it's a general thing across the US. Because I
no,
used
it's
to
a
be like,
general thing.
why
It's a
is it
general
like,
thing. But then, why I love it is that it prepares your mind. It makes you feel. It's what we did in Nigeria and in most of the countries in Africa is that they do more of a
mhm,
theory.
mhm, mhm.
According to this person, he spoke this. According to you, what did you see? So they always. But here their own is that write what you understand by like one of the assignment was give the assumptions of this theory. You know, so you need to think, you need to read, know it, so you'll be able to give it out.
Yeah.
But in
I
our
think
own
that's
place,
cool to continuously keep you engaged,
yes,
mind
you just need
engaged.
to keep you engaged in the course. Every time you are studying, reading, going through the internet, surfing the internet, and then getting information. So, but in Nigeria, you can just my guy, I beg, print that thing, maybe we'll just submit. It doesn't happen.
Oh
It
God, you're
doesn't
a very
happen
funny
normally.
person.
It doesn't happen normally.
All right, I think we should bring this to a close now. Where time is fast spent. So thank you so much. So do you have any final words or advice to people that, you know, a lot of people seem to be discouraged by the fact that they've tried to run school, they didn't get full funding. Some are discouraged because they didn't even get admission at all. So what final words do you have of encouragement to these people?
Well, my advice to them is keep pushing. Keep pushing. I'm here today. It's not that I started this last year. It's something that I started way back in 2020 or so, or 2020, 2019 or so. I got this job. I got my job as a lecturer in 2019. Then I started looking for international opportunities immediately. So keep applying, keep submitting. Don't lose hope. One yes will cover all those challenges you had. In those days, I will get my salary. My salary enters in either transcript, in application fee, all those. Okay, I didn't even remember to tell you that there is an application fee in my school,
Okay,
$60.
$60. Thank you. I
Yes,
was about to ask that actually. Thank you.
yeah, it's
So
part of
right
it.
now you mentioned that applications are on.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll probably check for the link and link it down below so you guys can have access to it as well, so that you
yeah.
can
I can. I can type the link here so that for you to.
Oh, thank you so much. So, guys, I'm going to put the link to apply to this school in the description box. Also, Stanley is on LinkedIn using his name. So, if you want to connect with him, Stanley, I believe that's okay. People want to ask questions, they can connect with you on LinkedIn, right?
Okay, no problem. That's my name there, Stanley Peter.
Yeah, so this is his full name. You can connect with him on LinkedIn to ask any questions that you might have as you go through the process of applying to the school. If there's any roadblock, if you are not sure of the next thing to do, please reach out to Stanley, and I'm sure that we'll be happy to help you pull through. So, all right, Stanley, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for answering all of our questions and clearing all of our doubts, and also encouraging us with your story. I believe that a lot of people out there are really much encouraged, because I myself, I found your story very inspiring. Like, okay, this is good. We need to hear more success stories like this. Not today they denied me visa, yesterday they denied me visa, and you also attended your visa interview once. So
Yeah.
it's really very possible to get your visa approved once. You just need to do the right things. Ensure that you understand the mind of the interviewer. What is this question this person is asking me? What's it trying to target? Every question has a reason behind it. So once you understand that reason, you will know how to provide that answer, which is what Stanley has done from his own questions. He understood what he wanted to know, and so he provided the answer. And by the grace of God, he's here now. So to everybody out there that are still on this journey trying to come, we wish you all the best. And pray that the grace of God and the strength of God, even the favor of God, abides with you, because I know it's a very good thing. Just like Stanley has also said, studying in the United States is different from studying anywhere else. It's different. The experience
Yeah.
is different. The kind of knowledge you get is different. And I really wish that more people can experience it as well. So good luck to you guys. Until we come your way again next time. Stanley, final words to
Okay,
everyone.
everyone, continue, and then most importantly, pray and pray and pray.
Very,
God is the one that will give you the final answer. Thank
very
you.
well. Thank you all. Bye, guys.
Yeah, bye.